All right, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good, man. So, what's your name? You can start by introducing yourself.
My name is Royden Palou.
All right, Royden. My name is Feaston Raymond, and today I have a slew of questions to ask you and get your raw reaction to these questions.
Okay.
All right. So, what do you do for work?
For work, I do a multitude of things. I work with college students, and I'm also a co-owner of a pharmacy.
Okay, that sounds beautiful, man. So, have you ever been to the state of New York before? I know this is New Jersey, but I'm trying to see what's your experience with New York. Have you lived in New York?
I have a ton of experience in New York. Prior to moving to New Jersey, I actually lived in New York, Brooklyn to be exact.
Right. How was that experience?
Crazy. Between Jersey and New York, I would definitely say New York is a lot more lively, more populated, of course.
Right. So, how about you when it was time for you to go to work and find a parking space at work, or time for you to come home from work and find a parking space at your crib? How was that experience?
Chaotic.
Crazy, huh?
Crazy. Circling the block, parking 2 blocks away, 3 blocks away. Yeah, New York City. I don't miss it at all.
All right, so how was the longest you ever spent like waiting for parking?
The longest, let me see. I think that there was at least a time where I just like slept in my car. And I just left the engine running, but I was on a hydrant because I couldn't.
I think that's the longest we got for this entire day.
Seriously.
Some people said 2.
Nah, it's crazy in New York, like especially late night after a party. Yeah, I was like, I'll just sleep in my car at this point.
Hear you. So why do you choose to drive when you go to New York over like taking the train system?
I think for me, I just never got accustomed to New Jersey transit. And then also your car is more convenient. Like you can hop in, hop out. And I mean, now you have a lot more like places that like you parking lots and stuff like that.
Right.
It's not always that much of a struggle, but like there are some places where like, there's no parking lots. So you got to use street parking.
So speaking on parking lots, from that speech alone, that phrase you just threw down, I already know that you used a parking space before. So how much have you paid for a parking garage or a parking lot? What's the least you've paid?
The least I've paid, it's probably like $12.50, but that was a quick in and out. The most I've paid is probably, I would say, $52. Yeah, and I was in the city.
That's in the city.
Yeah.
So what if I told you that there was an app called TPA Pull App? This app could allow you to find a parking space at your destination, but before it's allow you to find this parking space, you first have to share a parking space with the app. It's a community-based app. This app allows you to, if you're at an event and you get there before a friend, you can now tell this friend that there's a parking space at this location and share that parking space with that friend. And compared to paying what you said you paid, what was the lease?
The lease was $12.50.
$12.50.
The most was like $52. Yeah.
Compared to paying $12.50 for 2 hours or 20.
Nah, that was like 30 minutes.
30 minutes, $12.50 for 12 minutes.
Private parking, man. New York City.
So the TPA Pull app is going to be launched free for 1 year.
Okay.
And after that period of time, it's going to be launched for $3 a month.
It's not bad.
Appreciate
it. Saves over time, especially if you're in the city.
Definitely.
On a regular basis.
All right. So now I'm going to take the time out to give you the video to look at the app.
You ever in a rush to get somewhere and just know your biggest problem is going to be parking? TPA Pull App will help you find the closest available parking and access the app via your phone's app store or through a shared QR code. Once the profile is created, you've unlocked the full access. This app features a parking spot locator that will pinpoint where you've last parked. This also allows you to share notes left on a parking space with friends. The notes can include scheduling of street cleaning. You have the ability to share available private spaces with friends who might be on their way. You can always have a friend find the space for you and send you that exact location. And all you're gonna need is the code. Able to set reminders.
All right, so from what you've seen just now on the video of the app, what do you think?
Man, that shit is cool.
What was your favorite part about it?
I think my favorite part is like being able to like it have the location, the map, and like what possible spots is in the area. That is like, instead of driving around, I can drive straight to that spot. I don't think it gets better than that, man.
Did I mention that the private space, when you share that private space with you and a friend, the only two persons that have access to that private space is you and that friend that you shared with. No one else on the app is able to see that private space that you shared with that friend.
Got it. So there's some secrecy there.
Some secrecy there. Also, you could also set a reminder within the app. Let's say you have a street cleaning, and street cleaning is 5 o'clock on Saturday, and today's Saturday. The app would allow you to set up a reminder, and it would send you a notification.
That's dope, man.
Appreciate.
Yeah, that's dope.
Okay.
Game changing.